Hello. Hello. So I've been around long enough to know that women are much smarter than men, which makes it very difficult to sympathize or understand when they do stupid things, which they still actually do from time to time. I take a yoga class every Monday. I'm not ashamed to say that. And the teacher is a very attractive Frenchman. And so the class is like packed with women and me and like the teacher. And last Monday this woman was wearing a shirt and it said run, lift, rosé. Okay? Like run, jog, lift, lift. And the teacher, he spotted this shirt from the front of the class. He's like, does your shirt say run, lift, or rosé? And she was like, yeah. And he was like, I want to get this totally right. He was like, that's a good one. And the women reacted like he told the best joke ever heard. Now the back of the shirt, it said Barry's Boot Camp, because that's where the shirt was from. But he couldn't see that from the front of the room, but like during the class, he made his way around to the back. He was like, hey, is that a Barry's Boot Camp? Which is like not even a proper question. And she's like, yeah. And he goes, I want to get this right. He goes, this is a smart guy. And again, like there's a Three Stooges movie going on behind me that I can't see. Like women are reacting like this is the funniest thing they've ever heard. And at the end of the class, of course, like he has to come back to the shirt again. He won't let it go. And he's like, hey, you know what this shirt would say if it was made in France? And of course, like we all knew what shirt he was talking about. We're like, no, like what would it say in France? He's like, it would say, sit, smoke a cigarette, and talk, rosé. Which admittedly was like better than the other two jokes combined. But anyway, I'm sure a lot of you have already heard, but I'll just tell you officially now, I'm in a romantic relationship again. I was in that one for like a long time, but it turned out that was stupid. So I got a new one, and I'm sure it's going to be wonderful. No problem. I like romantic relationships. I find them very interesting. For the most part, because I think that romantic relationships for normal people are the closest that we'll ever get to experiencing real, radical evil. Like, unless your house is haunted by like demons that are trying to kill you, like in paranormal activity, romantic relationships are the closest you'll ever get to like speaking to the devil. Romantic relationships, they are like gang initiation rites. Like where you have to like shoot a baby in a stroller to get in the gang. They're like that, but you have to do the initiation rite 3 or 4 times every week until the relationship is over. 3 or 4 times a week, you have to shoot a baby in a stroller, or like throw a brick off an overpass so it kills like some poor motorcyclist. I was at a party with a married couple, friends of mine, and they're throwing a party, and the husband is crazy about people eating his almonds. Like, you can take anything else from their house, but if you eat his almonds, he goes crazy. But the wife had forgotten, she put the almonds out with the hors d'oeuvres. People were eating the almonds, and like he was doing like those real subtle things that couples do with each other to alert his wife that he was upset, so he was like banging pots and like sighing really loud and like pouting in a corner every time someone ate an almond. And then she realized what happened. She took the almonds and she hit him. And like 10 minutes later, her best friend, since she was like 10 years old, walks up to her. She's like, hey, where are those almonds that I was eating? They're really good. I want to have some more. And the wife looks at her best friend since she was 10, and she said, I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe you had almonds before you came to our party. And her best friend, since she was 10, Cicely, of course. Since she like, no, like, I had them here and I'm not crazy. I had the almonds here. And the wife goes, we're not really an almond family, so I highly doubt you had almonds at my house. Now later on in the evening, Cecily goes home, and like everyone's out in the backyard, the wife's smoking a cigarette, and she's like, hey, is Cecily gone? Everyone's like, yeah, Cecily's gone. And the wife goes, she's like, did anyone else notice that Cecily was acting like a real bitch tonight?